James. James, we need you to be James. Last time I wore this, you went for 45 in game one. Don't make us Ben Simmons, you, James. Don't make us do it. Let's go. Welcome, everybody, back to another episode of the Money Pot Podcast. I am your host. I am the president. I am the CEO. I am him. They call me Moss Money. And what we talking about today? We talking about bets, and more bets on top of bets. We had a pretty decent day yesterday. Missed the parlay by one steal. But, hey, it is what it is. We had a pretty good day in UFC. Damn, you caught me off. You caught me off guard. You already chiming in. You caught me off guard. Don't waste your time, big dog. Sisters wasting her time every year. I saw something. It's funny, bro. I saw something that said that we are the Dallas. It hurt my heart to see this. The Sixers are the Dallas Cowboys of the NBA. Do we agree to this shit? Like, as a Philadelphia fan, to be able to say that in the same breath that we are anything like the Dallas Cowboys is just despicable. It's pitiful. But that's on to another story, man. Appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all chiming in and jumping in here, man. We're talking bets, like I said. Quick recap. Yesterday, we had a pretty decent day. I know those who've been following the bets online on YouTube and the shorts and Twitter and stuff, kind of hitting one, and then all the other ones look really good, and then they kind of taper off at the end. So it was good to get back into the win column yesterday. I got a lot of bets today and a lot of things to talk about, especially with this Sixers game, man. So first thing I want to do is thank y'all for joining, man. I appreciate y'all climbing in here and talking with me early in the morning. If you're a morning person, you like a little bit of coffee, get yourself a cup. Put on your fresh gear. We got an early game, 3:30 game. We are the first game up. So let me talk to you about this poll question, man, because the last time I wore this, like I said, Harden went for 45. I am somewhat of a superstitious person, so I'm trying to manifest that back, right? But I got to ask you guys chiming in here, man. We got to do it because it's the only way we're going to win. We can't win without James going for 25. We can't. If you think the Sixers are going to win today, James Harden has to score 25 points. He has to. So chime in. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, anybody out there listening right now. Will James Harden score more than 25 points? Agree to disagree? Drop it in chat. Let me know what you're thinking. And I'll let y'all catch up with me a little bit. And I'm going to think here, man. He had such a bad game last game. And not even that, he had a bad game before that. We saw the glimmer. We saw what he can do. I don't expect him to drop 45. People are like, oh, that old James is back. No, that old James ain't back, right? He's still 39, 37, or 38, or however old he is. He's still on the tail end of his career. But it showed that he still can score in this league, is really what it showed. And he can drop 45 at any given time when he has the ball in his hand and his shots are falling. The problem is that the Celtics made a great adjustment from game one, and they put Brown on James. And that has completely disrupted his shooting and his flow. They pick him up almost full court, a little bit here and there. They're playing tough. He's not getting his calls that he typically gets. Some of them are flopping. But James does benefit of the doubt, right? Future Hall of Famer. He should get some of those calls, even though they might be ticky-tacky a little bit. So to agree to the poll, his shot has got to fall. And this is the do-or-die game. It is. It's a do-or-die game for this game. And I'm going to agree to the poll. I'm going to be biased. I'm going to be fanboy, Sixers fanboy. We have to agree to we have to agree to the poll. The Sixers have to win today. They cannot go down 3-1. A lot of people already say it's over, right? we know that the Celtics are the better team from a roster standpoint. They're just deeper. They're just a better team. Their top two dogs are better than our top two dogs, and that's tough to say when you have the reigning MVP on the team. But they just are. They're in their prime right now. Embiid is in his prime, and that's it. Nobody else around Embiid is in his prime. So he needs another Robin, obviously, to his Batman. But James has got like shooters shoot. When you play ball, if you know ball, shooters are going to shoot, and shooters are going to get into the slumps. What I don't want is him being hesitant and passing the ball like he's motherfucking Ben Simmons. That's what is going to kill him in this city. Keep shooting. If you miss, you miss. But do not be aggressive. Do not be not aggressive, because that is a problem. Because we've seen that before. We know what that looks like. And I had to do this and take a double take to make sure that we weren't looking at the same thing. Because this motherfucker was 7 feet from the basket, and he's passing the ball. Now stop, James. Stop. Let me go to you guys' comments, man. I appreciate y'all chiming in once again. I see y'all chomping up, man. We live in the comments here. Let me go back. Chris, what's up, man? Pathetic performance last 2 games. Even Maskey has to do better, and B needs help. I feel like they tired up, but winning 2 or 3 will be hard. Absolutely. I said this before. We have to win in Boston. I mean, obviously, you have to win in Boston to beat Boston when you're not the home. You don't have the home advantage, but championship teams win on the road. They just do. Now, we got game 1, and it's kind of weird because they were better without Embiid, and now, like, you can't bench Embiid. He's the goddamn MVP. Like, you just can't. You just can't. And your second round meltdown is tight on schedule. Right on schedule. I got you, bro. I'm sorry to say it, but it looks like a fact. Oh, you're talking about that Dallas Cowboy line. I just can't. I can't even say that. I said it online, right? Like, said it live. We talking about the Cowboys. We'll get into the player props, bro. I got something cooking for y'all, so don't worry. We'll get to the player props for sure. Easy answer, Ben Simmons. Ben. Jason and Tim, yeah, man, agree. I hear you. I think he has to. Like, he can't shoot that bad. Like, he's shooting under like 35% in the last 2 games. The shots is going to fall. And then some of them were crazy, right? Crazy shots. Like, all the way in, rim out, and pop out. Sorry. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it went in the basket so many times and then came out somehow. Crazy. Jake, they're done? Come on, Jake. Come on now. He's 33. Motherfucker look 50. You know that? You know that motherfucker look 50. He's 33? God, I feel like James has been playing for like 20 years. All right, we'll get to it. What's the under for Harden? 25. I think it's plus money, to be honest. I think it's plus money. It's plus money because his over and under is under 25. I'm just saying he needs to get 25. Like, the betting line is probably like 20 and a half, 21 and a half. How many points he's going to give up? Yeah. But his defense has always been suspect. We know that, right? We know that. So, you know what? I'm over the Jimmy Butler thing. We know what he's doing right now. We know we probably would have a chip with Jimmy here. It is what it is. I can't cry about old girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? I can't cry about old girlfriends no more. We got what we got now, right? Let's put our faith in that, or try to. You know what I mean? Jimmy done moved on and got some new cheeks already, right? He's done moved on. We can't worry about Jimmy. Facts. Big facts. 3 and 14 is Westbrook number. Big facts. Big facts. I don't think this would surprise anybody if he lost in 5, though. If he lost in 5, I don't think that would surprise anybody. I really don't. Maybe a couple people, because it was different this year, but not. I don't think the people who watch a lot of ball, and that's not no knock on anybody who does watch a lot of ball. But I don't think so. All right. I appreciate y'all chiming in the chat, man. Let's get to these bets because I want to get you guys in and out of here in a half an hour. I don't want to take up a lot of your time yipping and yapping. You know how I can go on my rants. Want to use a handy dandy, trusty sports book. We've been using DraftKings. We've been cooking for a while on DraftKings. So let me bring it up. And our best bet, our first best bet of the day, will be brought to you by FanUp. If you have an iOS device, go ahead and jump on FanUp. Hit the promo code A2D Radio. You're getting $50 still. Who's doing that anyway? Like who's giving up $50 still? Because I know I don't know who is. Like who's giving up $50 still on fantasy DFS type stuff? Make sure you chime in and fan up. Sorry, Android users, only for iOS. I am an Android user as well, so don't worry about it. We on the same boat, Team Droid. But yeah, go ahead and log in, fan up. All right, so let's get to our first best bet of the day. Drum roll, please. Right now, Harden, to answer that one question from before, Harden's at 20.5, right? 20.5. So you would think that I would agree to the poll that my first best bet would be James Harden over 20.5. Sorry, it's not. It's not. It's actually going to be over his threes. It's not going to be his points, but his threes. I'm going James Harden over 2.5 threes. If he scores 20, I don't think he's getting the calls from the foul line. He's been so bad from three-point line the last two games. I just think he's got to. He's in the home court. I think he just got to snap out of it. I think you get. I think he goes 3 for like 8, 3 for 9. If that first one drops, this hits. Because if the first 3 drops, he's going to have that confidence and he's going to start letting them fly. Step back is going to be on point, and if they drop, they drop. If they don't, they don't. The first shot is so important for a shooter, especially somebody who's struggling. The first shot going in, seeing it go in, is going to be huge. So my first best bet of the day will be James Harden over 2.5 threes. You're paying a little bit for it. It's at -125, but I think he gets going. And this is just betting on the shooter. This is me betting on the shooter that he's going to make it. So, give me James Harden over 2.5. And I'm not done here either. Derek White's been cooking. First game, he had a bad game. But the last 2 games, he's found his shot as well. And you want to talk about one of those X factors, guys who are going to kill you. I know we know what Al does. Al's been shitty in Boston, but he comes in Philly, and next thing you know, he's back to doing what Al does. But Derek White has found his shot a little bit here, and he's shooting well over 50% in the last 2 games from 3. He's hit this in both last 2 games. So I like Derek White over 1.5. And he plays like 35, 40 points. So give me Derek White over 1.5 threes. You're going to pay even more for it. These are little chalky plays. They're negative plays. So the -135, if you don't know, you gotta bet 135, $135 to win 100 from a $100 betting size. So just so you understand what that looks like, for my new bettors out there. So that's -135 over for Derek White. You could do a same game parlay here with this. You could do over 2 and over 1. We'll play with that and see what that looks like. I do have a same game parlay on the Phoenix and Nuggets game, but I didn't do one for him. I just have these straight bets. So that's my second best bet. Drop in the chat, man. You guys like those bet? Do over or under. Drop in the chat. Over or under on both those bets. What do you guys think on Harden? You think over 2.5 or under? And what do you think about White? Over or under for White? For Derek White for threes. Chop it in the chat real quick. Let's see if y'all betting with me. You know what I mean? Come back with your boy. Let's see what we're talking about here. You know what I mean? As I go back and retweet my own shit. You know what I mean? Retweet that. There we go, baby. What y'all got for me? I like Harden's over, White under, Horford over. Okay. Yeah, I was looking at Al, but I didn't want to pay the minus 165 on it. You know what I mean? I didn't want to pay that. I thought that was a little high for Horford. You know what I mean? So that's why I left. If you want to do it in a parlay, it makes sense. But because it's lower odds, you know, bet small, win big. But I didn't like the straight bet for Horford. So, but if you like it, you like it. Take the bet. You don't like the white bet? Yeah, I like the white bet. I do. I think he can get this in the first half. To be honest with you, I think he can get this in the first half. So, I like this bet. Betting on James Harden to hit is a leap of faith. Absolutely, is a leap of faith. I'm betting on the shooter. I'm betting that the shooter is not going to shoot 3 times that bad in a row, is what I'm betting. He might not have the greatest shooting performance. I'm just thinking that he can't get any worse than what we've seen in the last 2 games. If he gets any worse, bye-bye, James. See ya. I'll catch you in the strip in Houston. You know what I mean? Like, no way. Facts. That's why I like the bet. I like the white bet. It's a sneaky bet. And he's gotten like 15 to 20 points the last 2 games. So it's a sneaky bet. I think I really like that bet. Really like that bet. All right. Next bet. Our next bet is that's who it is. We are going to player points. So I think the X factor for outside of James, right? We need huge. But the other X factor from a betting perspective is Harris, is Tobias. I think this line is way too low. He had 17. I think he had 17 game 1 and maybe like 19 game 2. And game 3, he had foul trouble. He got 3 quick fouls really fast. So he was just taken out of the game. So it completely took him out the game. He wasn't aggressive. He really was just playing defense. Excuse me. But I like Tobias here over. I think Tobias is going to come out pretty aggressive today. I think they're going to kind of try to get him going because you're going to need you need these 15 to 20 from Tobias. You need that. He needs to be a threat offensively, and they need to worry about him because once Embiid gets the ball, they're collapsing on him fast. They're bodying him up, and they're collapsing him fast, and they're throwing different looks at him, and he's got to swing it. And once he swings it, Tucker is hesitant a little bit. Tucker will run in the paint and throw it to a shooter, but that's what Tucker is. And I'm not knocking Tucker. I think the Tucker signing was a good signing. He's turned it up in the playoffs. Like he might cruise in the regular season, but he turns it up in the playoffs. He gets ultra aggressive at the playoffs. So I like the Tucker, but Tucker from an offensive standpoint can't count on that. They've been playing well against Maxey. Just bigger, longer arms and bodies on Maxey. So his speed has been neglected by the length of when they switch on him. So, but Maxey can definitely get you 20. But you need Harden or Harris. You need that third scorer. You're going to need that, and you're going to need Harris to get you at least 15. At least 15. So I like Tobias over here. I think the last game was just because he was in foul trouble, and I think the line is dropped because of that. So give me Tobias Harris over 13.5 minus 125. I think did I click him? Yeah. So we're going over on everything, man. Over on everything. Don't like unders. So give me the over on everything. Who's going to win the game? And this is just a lean. I wouldn't bet it. It's too wishy-washy. I'm a Sixers fan. I don't like betting against the home team. I will bet against the home team if it makes money and makes sense. I think the Sixers very well could win. This is a Sixers line being a dog, a team that's down 2-1 at home, do or die situation, and well, it looks like the line just shifted. It probably went up. It probably gonna be -3 when it comes back. Let's see. Oh no. I tell you, man, when they be hearing us talk, This is a Sixers line, though. You're going to get an all-out effort from the Sixers. Have to. Embiid could go for 35, 40. Maxey could go for 30. Somebody's going to show up today, and get a win. Does Doc make the right adjustments that are necessary? Does he bring somebody off the bench? What is he? How does he? Play this? I don't know. But yeah, I think two and a half. I think 2.5. You got it at 2.5. I saw that 3-1 shots, but if you got 2.5, I would lean Sixers here. I would lean the over in the total, because if you think if the Sixers are going to play ball today, they're going to score a little bit today. So I would lean. Boston's going to get theirs, but the Sixers are going to score, and I can see the over here too. So I would lean Sixers, lean over. Not betting it, but if those are two bets you were looking at today for this game, those are the two spots that I would lean today. Those are all my bets for the Sixers and Celtics game. So I got some Tucker signing was trash. He showed up in the playoffs though. He's playing good defense. He's diving for loose balls. He's doing the grunt work that you need somebody to do, right? Doing tip balls for offensive rebounds. You're not seeing anybody else doing that. People say maybe B. Paul. Maybe, I guess, maybe. But I think Tucker showed up in the playoffs. For me, at least. He showed up in the playoffs for me. You like Maxey over as a smash, Sixers money line? Okay. I'm not mad at it. You won't get no crime from me. I wonder what this bet is, bro. I wonder what that bet is for Tucker to go 0-0-0. Gotta be plus 800. Right? Gotta be plus 800. It doesn't happen, but it gotta be plus 800. So you said it's low for the series. I went back. It's only hit 4 out of the last 3. I'm sorry, 4 out of the last 7. So it's really just 4 for 3 on the over. So it's not as over as you think. I think it's low too. But if you're backing the dog, that means the Sixers are going to score. Because I don't think the Sixers is going to put on this masterful defensive performance against Boston. Boston's going to miss shots, and the Sixers are going to make shots. I think that's where it's going to come down to. And I think the over is going to be right there. I can see 216, 215. I think it'll get you right over there. So I do like the over as well, bro. I do like the over as well. All right, I'll look at the Tucker line real quick, and then I got some baseball bets, and then I got this same game parlay for you guys. Yeah, Tucker's not up. He usually is up. That's funny you say that. He usually is up here, but he's not. So good call on that. Good call on that. All right, let me clear this out. So there ain't nothing but scoring in the in the other game, right? Ain't nothing but scoring in this. And the question is, can Kevin Durant and Booker score another 40? So the answer is probably yes. I don't think Durant having had a good game last game. I think he had he shot. I think he got to the stripe 18 times, right? He had 18 free throws or something like that. But I cooked up an easy same game parlay that I think is going to hit. All points, all overs. And I'm sticking with the Stars. I mean, we could say what we want about Nikola Jokic, but he's been a fucking monster. He had 30, 18, and 18, I think, last game. Who does that? Jesus. That's like Wilt Chamberlain numbers, man. It's fucking nuts. But I'm going Jokic over 25. He's averaging 30 in this series. I'm going Durant over 25. He's averaging 30 in this series. And I'm going Booker over 25. He's averaging 30 in this series. So give me 3 of the Stars to go over 25 points. I know when we bet parlays, you bet small and win big. But I think this is just a no-brainer. I think this is an easy bet. There's no way that these guys don't score over 25. Especially Durant and Booker. You could sell me on Jokic not getting 25, but that means somebody else outside of Murray's going to get you 25. Like Aaron Gordon's going to explode and get you 25, or Michael Porter Jr. is going to explode and get you 1. Jokic is going to walk into 25, in my opinion. So I know the it's not the odds you want. You probably would want this to be like close to 3-1, instead of just a little bit over plus money. But I take the plus money and a no sweat bet. I call this a no sweat bet. Same game parlay. Something weird's got to happen for this not to hit. So I really like this parlay. I think this hits over 25 plus over 25 in each case here. Jokic over 25, Durant over 25, and Devin Booker over 25 for my same game parlay for the Denver and Phoenix game. I like that. I like this bet. I think it's a big bet. If you guys like this, if you like this same game parlay, drop a like in there, man. Give me a like for that bet, man. If it's a bet you're betting, give me a like for that bet. It's a good bet here. Now, if you want, I was playing with it a little bit. If you like, man, Nate, that's a good bet, but I need more. I'm only going to put maybe like 25 on it or something like that, and you need something a little bit more here, then I do like Denver to win this game. I think Denver goes up 3-1. I just think Denver's the better team. And there's something about these super teams in their first year where they just don't win. They just don't. So I would go money line here in Denver and drop it up to 400. 25 wins you 125. That's what I would add to this if I was adding anything. I didn't do a deeper dive to look at rebounds and threes and stuff like that. Maybe even some steals, even a block. I think Kevin Durant's probably good for a block, right? Throw a Durant block in there. I mean, the motherfucker's only 7'2". So let's actually see it's just that I think he's going to be scoring so much, or his thought is going to be scoring so much. I'm not sure, like, defensively where he's going to be at. But he's not great defensively, but from a center position, well, he's averaged 2 blocks in this, over 2.5 blocks in this series so far. He's had 3, 2, and 2. So I actually like this better. Here you go. Take the money line out and give me the block. I'll take the 2-1. This is even a better bet. I'll take the 2-1. Add the block. Add Booker, Durant, and Jokic over 25 points. 2-1. That's a decent bet, man. That is a really decent bet. I feel good about that bet. Let's just see what 2.5 is. I mean, 2 blocks. It's not even worth it, right? Oh, well, it's double. My fault. It is worth it. I mean, it's a gamble. Parlays have always been gambles. You want to bet small and win big. They're not supposed to hit. Just to let you guys know, parlays are not supposed to hit. You got to get lucky on one. But I like it with the one bet. I'll take the 2-1. I'll double my money. You put $50 in, win total $150 back. That's $50 plus the $100 on the profit. So, give me this 4 same game parlay right here. Lock it in. You got him scoring 19. I don't think Kevin Durant hasn't scored 19 points. The last time Kevin Durant scored under 19 points was probably when he was 19. 19? Damn, that's crazy. Hey, man, there's winners every day, man. Don't beat yourself up. Come right back with it. All you can do is bet again, right? All you can do is bet again. All right. So we have our basketball bets lined up. We'll give you some baseball bets. Again, I'm going to be a fanboy here. I like the Phils today, even though they've been the shits last 5 games. I don't think they get swept. You got Walker on the mound, decent pitcher. So I like I like the Phils today. Give me the Phils money line. And same scenario here with the Pirates. Pirates low key have been not low key, but they've been really good. I think they're first, right? And they're about to get swept too. So both the Phillies and the Pirates are in situations where we're about to get swept in back-to-back series. So they both lost 5. That's the trend, the threat, and they have decent pitchers on the mound too. Kachidi, or how you would say this guy's gotten rocked. I think he gives up the most home runs in the majors, even though he's 4-0. It's very misleading. And I don't think Vlad is playing today. I think he's out with a wrist injury. So I really like the Pirates today. I like the Pirates more than I like the Phillies, to be real with you. But you can do a little two MLB parlay here. But I like the Phils to win. I like the Pirates to win today. Those are my 2 best bets for MLB baseball. So we got all the bets in. We got a lot of bets today. I appreciate everybody jumping on, getting these bets in, because that's what it's about. That's what we do. And I wore the Sixers gear so we can have James B. James. That should be the hashtag. James B. James. Come in here. Don't wear that dumbass jogger suit, right? Come in, walk in to walk into the stadium, I was about to say the Spectrum for a second. That's why I lost my train of thought. Walk in there wearing your shit. Whatever, from the gala, Coachella, wherever you get your shit from, wear that shit. Because last time you wore that goofy ass shit, you went for 45. I need you to wear some crazy shit again today, James. Because don't let us Ben Harden. Don't let us Ben Simmons you. Don't let us Ben Simmons you, man. I want to thank everybody for jumping on, man. If you haven't already, if you're new to the show, if you're watching the show for the first time, please hit the subscribe button. We're trying to run it up here. We're trying to do crowdfunding and betting. What the hell is that? That means if I win, you win. If you win, I win. We all win together. It's boring getting rich by yourself. It's better getting rich with your peoples. Talk to me. This is Moss Money. This is Money Podcast. I'm out of here.